Okay, today I want to talk about the NBA playoffs. Congratulations to Toronto and to Portland. Portland will play Golden State in the finals in the Western Conference, and Toronto gets a chance to play Milwaukee in the Eastern Conference. And hats off to Kawhi Leonard, because that was definitely a statement shot. One of the most unbelievable shots I've ever seen go in a situation like that. And the reason that I'm talking about the playoffs, there's big time pressure involved when you get to the pro level. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because there's two guys that I think they're from Africa. The one plays for Toronto. His name is Siakam, and the other one's Joel Embiid. Now, the regular season's fine, and these guys are out there having fun. But when it gets down to playoff time, it's crunch time. And a few games back, they mentioned on these sports shows that Joel Embiid called his coach at 6 o'clock in the morning and said he couldn't sleep. And they blamed it on a bug in his stomach. Well, it wasn't from anything he ate. That's pressure. And he was feeling it. Because you can't teach someone how to deal with pressure, especially in a pressurized situation when you get to the NBA playoffs looking to win a world title. I mean, he grew up outside of the U.S., so no one, he's not used to anything like that. Neither is Mr. Siakam from Toronto, and it shows in their game. So they're basically like a no-show at that time. That's why Joel Embiid got so upset at the end of the game, and all his emotions came out. But on the other side with Toronto, Siakam's not used to dealing with that type of pressure either. I mean, they didn't grow up in the United States. I don't even know their situation because I don't know these people, but I do know what I see. And when you get to that kind of level in competition, like I said in my last video, it sucks to lose. But that's only going to come from experience. Now, I want to just go back a little further. I want to go back to when Houston was playing Utah, because everybody saw that shot that Kawhi Leonard took. They estimated it was 18 feet in the air, and then it hit the rim, and then it bounced 4 times and went in. But it goes back to, if you see something, say something. Well, I saw something in the Houston game, in Game 5, when they were playing Utah. And to me, it looked like there was too much air in the basketball. I mean, if there's too much air in the basketball, your shot's got to be dead on. Because if it hits the rim, it's going to take a bounce, a hard bounce. I mean, I play basketball, and if there's not enough air in my basketball, I'll know it. But it just looked like to me there was definitely too much air in the basketball. Now, I call it conspiracy theory, call it what you want. They just watched the Clippers go into Golden State and beat Golden State. So now Golden State has to play another game. Houston closed them out in 5. Utah, I'm talking about. So this situation, like, you're always looking for an edge. I mean, when I played sports, We used to go to these teams on the road. They used to let the infield grass grow. If they knew they had a pitcher that was a low ball pitcher, and you hit a ball into grass that's too high, it's going to slow it down. I mean, that's what they do. I don't know. You're always looking for an edge to win because, like I said, winning's great and losing sucks. But it's just something I noticed. Now you're playing a team that's knocked you out of the playoffs 4 out of the last 5 years. Not a good feeling. Like, what do you got to do to beat these guys? It's like you blamed it on not having Chris Paul the year before in Game 7. Well, guess what? You played them with Chris Paul and you lost in 6, so that theory's out the window. But anyway, I want to get to the point of the upcoming playoffs. I mean, Milwaukee, they play Toronto. Milwaukee's got home court advantage, and home court advantage is big in basketball. Now you have to take into consideration, because like I said, I'm a guy that likes to wager a few dollars on games. I'd be very disappointed if Milwaukee is not facing Golden State in the finals. For the simple reason that Mr. Siakam, that plays for Toronto, he's going to be dealing with that pressure a little bit more. And he might have the same reaction after this series because Milwaukee's a young team, a hungry team, and I just see them coming out on top. Might go 7 games because Kawhi Leonard, he's all about business. And as far as Golden State and Portland, Kevin Durant wants to leave. That's going to be another video that's coming up next, but in my opinion, they play much better without him. The statistics prove that, and everybody says Golden State won without him in the beginning. Now that he's there, they won again, but I say they can still win without him. I'd like to see him still be injured and stay out because to me, they're a much better ball club without him. But that's just my opinion. So I like Golden State and Milwaukee in the finals. But that's just my opinion. I look at things from different angles, take everything into consideration, because when you're playing basketball and you're at this stage of the season, it's real pressure. I've never been there, but I played. You still feel pressure in the lower level of sports. But that's going to be a factor. Siakam for Toronto. And I couldn't for the life of me figure out why Danny Green was sitting on the bench. I mean, he was part of the championship team in San Antonio when Kawhi Leonard and Danny Green won a championship. Why is the guy on the bench? But that's just my opinion. I'm not the coach. But as far as when that time comes in the next series, that cat's still going to feel that pressure. Regardless of what you tell him, what you do to him, he's still going to feel it. That's why his performance isn't up to par, because he's not out in the regular season having fun, like just going through the motions. Like now it's crunch time. You got to perform at the highest level. Kind of like LeBron did when he played in the playoffs. You see Kawhi Leonard, he knows how to handle the pressure, and he doesn't brag about it. Put it this way, no one, in my opinion, in the NBA deserved to make a shot like that other than him. And I'm really glad that it happened for him. And hopefully he's gonna have a good series, because he can deal with the pressure. He's been there before. When you're not there, And then they say it's a make or miss league. And that's the truth. Because the Denver Nuggets shot themselves right out of that potential NBA Finals. They missed 16 threes, but they're young. It's going to be a learning experience. And they'll be back. But anyway, it should be two good series. But in the end, I look for Golden State to come out on top. And I look for Milwaukee to come out on top. But that's just the way I see it. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I have no control over that. But anyway, in my next video, I'm going to talk about Mr. Kevin Durant. Should he stay or should he go? And one more thing, no matter what the situation is, in my opinion, Kawhi Leonard's staying in Toronto. I don't think he's going anywhere else. But that's just my opinion. So I'm looking for Golden State to play Milwaukee in the finals. See what happens. And anyway, have a good day. Enjoy the playoffs. Like I said, I'm Johnny Wah, and you're not. Have a great day. Till next time on Real Talk. Bye-bye.